Luna says, are intrusive thoughts and transient thoughts the same thing? Not really. They could be, but not necessarily. Intrusive thoughts are things that you actually, it doesn't describe you. It's not of your intention. You will never act on them. It's like a suggestion that you're a pedophile, or you want to harm your child, or you want to harm someone that you love, or that you want to push someone over the platform of the train station when the train is coming, or you just want to, while you're driving, just want to veer off and hit that car, or you want to go through the red light. These are intrusive thoughts, or intrusive thoughts that suggest you're not the gender that you are, or that you like same gender, you like to have this and that sexual thing with them. All these are intrusive thoughts. Transient thoughts are things that could be just as bad, the same, but not always could be of the same kind. The things that passes through your mind suggest some things that it just bothers you, but it's not, that critical to you. But they're interferences. But they're all annoying and dealt the same way. Everybody in the world has intrusive thoughts, transient thoughts, negative thoughts. But usually their system is recognizing this, they get annoyed by it, but they move on and it shuts down. The automatic function of caudate nucleus puts an end to it. The ones who have OCD and other kinds of subsets of OCD, that caudate nucleus gets stuck, doesn't click on, okay, I noticed the problem, the alert, my anxiety, fight and flight, spiked up, and then caudate nucleus went and searched and shut down that activity of images or thoughts based on my inner values, which was the signal was sent to it, and then the alert comes that everything is clear, all good, no more image, and you go about your business. But when you have that OCD and or did I mix it up? So when you have a unglitched brain, you're in healthy mode, you're not in OCD mode. When these thoughts show up, it's simply the alert comes in, the anxiety hits up, and the caudate nucleus goes and fixes it and shuts down the image and thought, and the all clear signal is given, and you go about your business. That's the end of it. But when such intrusive thoughts show up in a person who has OCD or any subset of OCD, then the glitch stays, and when it comes to caudate nucleus, it can't pull the lever like the train rail tracks that they're supposed to. The lever pushes and they line up to the right direction for the train to travel. It gets stuck, so a train keeps going on a loop of where it's not supposed to go because the rail hasn't been closed to where it's supposed to be going. It's not a parallel, or it's not jiving as it should be, so it can go to the direction that it's supposed to be going. So in that way, then you now have to come to the picture and recognize that the anxiety level is still high because this hasn't been shut down. Why is it not shut down? That's the question you should ask. It hasn't shut down and it needs to be shut down. Not that, what is the question that means something? No, it means nothing. It just means there's a malfunction. The lever is not bringing the track where the train should be going. That's all. The problem is your reaction to the suggestion, not the suggestion. Suggestion, the topic of the intrusive thought, is irrelevant. It's got nothing to do with you. But how you react to it makes it troublesome for you. So you need to recognize that what you need to react to is not the topic, is not the question or suggestion or the thought, the content of the thought. What you need to react to is, I gotta fix the malfunctioning piece that is not putting the track where the train should be traveling, so it won't be going on the wrong place that is annoying. It doesn't get me to where I want to go. So for that reason, then you start noticing what it is and doing what we talked about, going about your business, recognizing what it is, calling it for what it is, recognizing it has nothing to do with you, and you shouldn't be paying attention to it, and then your behavior makes the train actually stop until manually this track is put on the place. Then you say, okay. And eventually you put some oil in the while. By keep doing it, it's like you're putting oil on that lever, and the next time when the train is coming and intrusive thought shows up, it just automatically clutches on, and you notice the intrusive thoughts, but it won't linger. Just like any other normal person with normal healthy brain, and just like how it was for you, and you're rewiring it. But the good thing about the people who have OCD or HOCD and going through this trouble is that they learn about their brain and thought, and it's an opportunity for them to rise above when they did not know about these techniques, and that the brain malfunctions, that thoughts are not them, and they were always in danger of being influenced by thought, which has nothing to do with us. But now, because of this OCD subsets and HOCD and all that, you have become aware, a good mechanic of your machine, and now you're in more solid ground, because you now are not surprised. You expect malfunctions and you know what they are, so no more fear. And you're stronger than ever before because of knowledge. Knowledge is power, and that's where your confidence and superiority will come, by learning about how this works and how it malfunctions. Now you know, wow, and how things are happening. In other words, you learn that you're above everything that brain does. You are the master to judge brain and thoughts, not taking your cues from